Good morning everyone, welcome back. I wanted to give a small market update. Last time we left off with this Bitcoin chart I posted last time, showing you the key levels on the weekly and monthly. Well, it has all been quite simple. We didn't have any deviations for the shorts as I had shown you. We continued to rise. Excellent, we have been above this level here of $51,000, $50,000, and we are going to take it. The key level now, we are close to one of the most important resistances that Bitcoin can face in the area of $57,000 to $58,000, which, as I told you how we found this range, simply, we did Fibonacci, the impulse from here to the other impulse. So the important resistance, as I always tell you, is always in the area of 0.75 to 0.78.6. But looking at the impulse there was on the previous monthly, sub-weekly, I would take all this area here. 57 up to $60,000. This is the big resistance where the bulls have to break through to reach new highs. I think we will not break it now. I need a bit of consolidation. I care little and I am not positioned here. If you're not following me on Twitter, do it. My Twitter is just Eliz, you can find me there. Alright. If you've been following me, you've seen that I've mainly traded altcoins. I wasn't much interested in Bitcoin, especially since we've been in a really tight range for days. Among other things, I had marked this pattern here for a long on Twitter. I don't know if I had shown it here too, but I think so. This support worked miracles indeed. Bitcoin saw an impressive 13% expansion. The level held up very well, which we had identified. I took the long here, then I didn't like it anymore, I got out. But whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't care much because I'm going to show you something. Ethereum, the spot I bought a while ago is doing well. I had always indicated on Twitter a re-entry in this area here. More or less. Yes, in the area of this retest. Let's see. Yes, in the area of this retest here, area 2730, 2007. Many were happy to take it. Happy for you if you made profits. I had fun, as mentioned, with the altcoins finding about pump scams or significant movements. The first one I caught, which I posted days ago, was Pepe. Let's study this chart. I posted the limit in zone 0, 0, 10, 5, 10, 3. Well, it was greatly accepted. It surged 120%. As I always tell you, try to identify setups that can give you the best invalidations, okay? For instance, Pepe, how did I study this chart? The chart was very simple for me to study because I had seen, look here. We first trace Fibonacci on the impulse. As I always tell you, let's see where the impulse goes, okay? So, it's a strategy I've told you about many times. Look here at the impulse. So, this bullish impulse, retracement. What do I always tell you? Important levels are 0.75, 0.5, and 0.25. On retracement, 75%, 78%, and 6 are among the most important levels, where if we have triggers, we can have bounces or rejections, because you can also do it in reverse. Only on the bearish side, but here the trend is bullish, so we look for longs. I've always said, when the main trend is bullish, I don't focus on shorts, I focus on longs. When the trend is bearish, I focus on shorts. Look, it is simple intelligence to have a useful and easy strategy, but many do not understand because they look for shorts when the trend is bullish. Otherwise they do the opposite, and this is pure madness. And this is the simplest thing a trader must do. There's nothing complicated about it. So here I had first analyzed the weekly chart. Okay, the weekly chart, we had seen this pulse here that gave us a perfect 3 taps. I think many know it, that is impulse here. We have a deviation. Okay, so expansion deviation, After the impulse, it usually goes back near this level here. But I had identified it mainly, as I tell you, on the Fibonacci expansion, that here we put the 12-hour chart. I made this impulse, it retraced in the air, I didn't catch it here. I did not take it here. I also said it on Twitter. Let's wait for it to flip at least on 12 hours on this level. Right here at this resistance that we had here that I had beaten several times. Okay, I got the impulse, I got volume, and then I set the limit, but I set it with a really 2 to 3% stop. And look what happened, I got filled. It made me a pump of 120%. I took profit today on the whole position. I made huge profits. I'm happy I took it both spot and leverage. And in leverage, I only had 30. I had sold almost everything. But here we have another remaining position of 30%. And today I sold it all. Great trade this morning. If you followed it on Twitter, I had given the exact entry here on February 13th. Here it is. Well done if you did it. I'm pleased. You won 30% in no time. There are other charts that I had told you the first. But let's ignore the charts, because all the charts at the moment might have some upward movements. What you need to do, I repeat, is to find the invalidations and the best setups. As I had also mentioned Akbar, I am always the bull. Placed the order more or less as we had in the box. Okay, it was taken, it expanded. If you caught it, it expanded by 20%. Already a great profit, but I think we will go even higher. What I expect from the market here, so let's do it. A general update. In my opinion, Bitcoin can push a bit higher into the $58,000 to $59,000 range. Then I'd like to see retracement at around 50, 49, and after that make another expansion. Exactly when I expect the altcoins to do so. They make a significant run because many say, well guys, many altcoins have pumped and have done 4, 5, 6 times over. I mean, I had given out charts. I remember giving CHZ at the peak, Malgo, but so many charts at the peak, but also gave the lows for sushi. Sure, the 50 charts had given all the major bottoms when, among other things, everyone was on the downside, but whatever. I just want the Bitcoin dominance to simply swap out. At this level, when the Bitcoin dominance will wipe out the level of 58, 57 points, and Bitcoin will give me a significant reject. Okay, so about the deviation, that is the expansion of Bitcoin dominance, rejection of Bitcoin dominance, rejection of Bitcoin itself, pure Bitcoin that pushes me away, Ethereum rising, then there will be significant numbers on the altcoin, but numbers that even a shitty chart will get you a 243. I think there won't be like 2017, 2018 for sure. No, there will always be names that pump more. Don't focus on the old charts, because as I said last time, there are names that will pump much more. New names, for instance, I don't know. There are names, well, let's see. For example, Wi-Fi is okay. There are so many new important graphs right here. I had joined but then hit a crappy stop after a huge expansion. Oh well, too bad. There are loads of graphs where they have much more important numbers compared to others that are older. So focus on watching them all and concentrate on those that can have important numbers. Look at those expansions, especially Bybit. The new listings have been huge gains, like also Ondo. Okay, simple setup here too. Very simple breakout retest. One can position here, stop below, expansion. I took it as a spot, but then sold it. 40% done on Planet, that's unleveraged. It was a setup I shared on Twitter where I simply bought a retest. I sold yesterday a large part. I made almost a 2 for 1. ILV2, it was a coin that I bought here on the retest. I got in around area 88 to 90. I'm still in spot and in great profit. I've now set the stop at 105 in profit. So I also bought ASI on the bottom, but there are already many options. However, there are many names. So focus on those with the best validation and use the strategies I told you about. Use Fibonacci, use deviations, look at patterns. For example, charts of altcoins. Some that I like are I'm always bullish on Rose, for example, here. Look, the simple chart is okay. Believe that this was just a consolidation. After that, it made this range. So this range, okay? This range here. Okay, pump here. Beautiful deviation. It made dump trigger, an important level that came from lower, from these levels here. Then it recovered the level on this deviation, and simply here one could position themselves. I did it. I positioned myself here below because I saw it was a deviation in the 0.1.0.5 area. I'm still at a long spot. I positioned myself at spot. I set the stop here at the bottom. In fact, I've also put it more. Yes, I've put the stop here below and I'm in first position TP0. 14.8, but I'm expecting bigger numbers from Rose because if we look at Bitcoin, it will soon have an upward expansion. So as long as it stays above this box, I expect still important things to do with this coin because it has made huge, astonishing numbers and follows me. I had posted it on Twitter in zone 0.12.018 and I had said buy all the dips because there will be major rallies. Well, did it hit my first take profit? I sold $1 for half because I was really heavy from so low. But from slices I expect much bigger numbers, if not $34. So congratulations, if you caught the dip with me, you've made some really impressive numbers. Thank you for this. I wanted to give a general update. Very soon another video will come out where I want to start a series of videos right from the basics. I'm nearing 400,000 followers on Twitter, and when I hit that milestone, I'll give away, let's say, a basic course. I will do it for all of you, starting from the basics up to how to operate. I want to give you this gift, and please hit like and share the channel so we can grow, and I'll make even more content. A hug to all of you. Bye, guys.